We're live. All right, everybody. This is Coach Royal here from Double Platinum Coaching, Hillside Quarterbacks Coach and Special Teams Coordinator. And I have Xavier Stevenson with me, and we're going to go over some more film. We're going to look at Hillside against Northern Durham and how he's improved. And we're going to have some fun. Okay. All right. X, walk us through this here. What round is this here?
Uh, this is Flex Vertex, so it's essentially all goes.
Okay.
The inside receivers have a seam.
Okay. All right. So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Nobody's open.
No. Number
Except
2 on the back.
for this guy.
Yeah,
He's open. Okay.
but I think I already
However,
made a decision.
Yeah, and that's okay because here's the problem that I have with this is we didn't go over this as a team. We didn't go over this, and I wish he would have been able to at least say, "Hey, look, yeah, this anyway. We could have did this a little bit better." So, how would we correct this now?
Um,
We'll go
I
back.
would change some of the routes.
Okay. But if he called Vertex, how would you change this? How would you look at this and say, "Hey, look, this is what I'm going to do." So let's do this because we pride ourselves on being upfront and honest here. So um, if this guy here has speed, he should beat him. All right. So
Yeah.
we're gonna just test that. Okay. So the ball, if you're gonna do it, the ball should have been gone here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he ate the cushion. But
Yeah.
because you didn't really know R4 and because this was a lot thrown at you during this time, it was just a lot. And I could say that with good certainty that hey, look, you've grown. So obviously here, if we go back here, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna stop it. Well, three. All right there. All right. So look where the ball is.
Yeah, it's way down by my
Yeah.
quad.
Okay. So we know that. I like the wind up. Uh, what I don't like is that receiver not going. It,
I think that was just a bad ball on me.
yeah, that's a bad ball. That's a bad ball. At least you admit it. That's a bad ball. But let's correct. Let's go back to this and correct it because there's going to be a lot of people out there going to be like, "Hey, coach, you could have corrected this." So let's do this here. So what I want us to start doing, which I want you to start doing, is watching film, and I want you to go. I want you to look at it and go, on my third step, where is the ball? Okay. So we know
Mm-hmm.
where it is here. So we're just gonna go ahead and count. We're gonna slow this one down. One. Oh, hold on. Let's go back. Go.
I took 5 on that one.
Yeah, you did take five. So let's go. One. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3. Right there. Now, if he does not look, and this is the problem that we have. This is one of the things that we got to get better at is you're looking in this direction. So I want you to take note of this guy's hips are here,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
His hips are here. There's nobody on that guy right there. So you could say, hey, look, you know what? That's capped. So now you could come off of that really quick and go, if you focus your eyes and R4, and I'll have to teach you this is something I'm gonna have to teach you. But if you focus your eyes in this area right here, you'll be able to see this guy and that guy come open, right? If you could see, hey, look, that's capped, immediately you can come right back here and look to this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so for now on, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even though you took 5, you can still come back. Okay. See, he's looking already, and when he looks, when he starts looking, he looked. You see that? So he's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm going to just stay on top of him," and that's not bad. But that's not a bad job by that corner. Okay. What this we got to get better here though, because if he flies out of there, look what you'd have.
Yeah.
Okay. But you wouldn't have known that because everybody's going, well, why did he go to the backside? Well, God dog, coach. It's you told him to do this. What do you want him to do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, not bad. But now we know how to correct this. Hey, coach, if that guy's covered, 1, 2, 3, he's covered. As soon as you get to that second stop, that second step, you know he's covered. Come off of him and go immediately to this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's something that we'll have to practice. Okay. That's something we'll have to practice. Next. All right, here we go. That's a long route. You know what?
What even happened?
Okay, first off, huh?
What they call?
Well, what what do you mean what they call?
The the play's just lagging for me, so I thought they called
Oh,
something because it looked like they stopped. Or did he drop it?
he dropped it. So
Uh,
so first off, look, this is too far. He needs to be here. He needs to be splitting these two. So I don't know what those guys were thinking, but he needs to be split here. Okay. That
mhm.
way, when you do, and this guy needs to be over here, so he could come across. That way, it's a lot easier because look, I don't know what I don't see. I don't know what he just. I don't know who that guy is. We got to fix that. He just walked up there. That could have been a penalty. Got to get a better block here. Yeah, that's not bad. But here we go. Flex trips right, triple right. Good job. Good job. What do you think we could have did here?
Coach, I can't see anything. Everything's just lagging right now.
Yeah. Well, I have it going slow. Here, let me do it in fast motion. Okay, here I'm gonna do it fast. Tell me if it's lagging.
It's still lagging, but I think I remember this play. Um, you said what can I do better?
Well, there's nothing you could do better. It's what your receiver could have done. That's not bad. You kept that ball, man. I like that. Third down and long. You say, hey, I'm taking this thing. Good job, man. That's what I'm talking about. Let's hustle back to the line. Hustle back to the huddle. All right, not bad. Here we go. What's going on here? Is there technical difficulties here? So we go to the next one. Here we go. What do we got here?
Triple right.
Okay. Whoa.
Oh yeah, I think this one was the one where I was having trouble changing it, and I don't think anyone heard me.
Okay, that's all right. Well, let's see if it would have worked here. It would have worked.
Yeah.
Sure would have worked. You had the right idea. Let me slow this down. Yep, triple left. He would have took. Yes, you did have the right idea. Either he would have took him or not.
Mhm.
Yeah, you had the right idea there, man. Good job. He's got to be a little louder. That's all that is. You got a yard. Okay. Got a yard with no blocking. Good job.
Don't really know how.
Triple pass right here. How does this work? Oh, 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 oh,
Oh yeah, that
oh,
one. I remember that one. That
oh.
one, Daniel got as our four terms. Daniel got collision, and I tried to throw it right away. Anyways,
Yeah.
he didn't look back.
But here we go. Watch this. Watch this. Let's watch this. So let's read from now on. Let's when we do triple pass, right? Let's read this guy first to that guy. That's what I
Okay,
think coach wants you to do.
but it was
Yeah,
like right off the rip. I knew he was gonna be open.
yeah, yeah,
Probably would have been a touchdown too if I completed it.
yep. Well, here's the other problem with so this is the problem with this is the problem with in this instance with this play for this time. This guy here did a great job of disrupting. See, he's already there. Watch. See that there's a collision there. That
Yeah.
throws him off a little bit because he starts to stumble. And now this guy here is gonna get hands on. That's another problem. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have, and so it would have been easier if you just, would have been, yeah, this guy would have been here, or you could have waited here. I don't know. Again, we got to fix now that we fixed your throwing motion there a little bit. I think you'll be fine there because, like I said, I didn't want to mess with it. You see how the ball's coming down,
Mm-hmm.
and we already know how to fix that, so we're good there. Okay. That's okay. That's all right. So we're good there. ISO right. Good job. Let's go back to that. I want to see the blocking. Fullback. Can we get a block? If the fullback gets blocks, we might score, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look, watch this. Boom. If he blocks, look, he scores. He might score. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I told him, I said, run it again. I remember this. I said, no, coach, you need to run that again.
Think I should have flipped that one.
This is perfect. This is perfect. No, this is perfect. Look,
No, I should have flipped it.
you could have, but this is still fine because the guy that made the tackle is getting blocked, and they would have blocked him. He'd have been fine. All right, here we go. ISO left. Flex twins. Guy. Okay, so I like this. What happened? Oh, we had a penalty. Holding. Was it holding?
I don't know.
Yeah, I knew this was not going to work. It looked doomed. I was wanted it to work, but when it opened up, I was like, nah, this is not. Those guys came down. If he's got to cut that inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when he does right there, he's got to cut now. That's where
Yeah, with that little hole right there.
Yep, he's got to learn how to do that. Got to cut in there now. So that's all that is.
Clean handoff though.
Huh?
It wasn't a clean handoff.
Yeah. But we're getting better. We're gonna get better. Okay, we got flex lightning here. Nice. Good job. Good job. Good job there. Not bad there. Okay. So what do we like? What flex? Okay. We did. I just didn't have. Okay. So right now, you see the problem. What do you think the problem
Running
is?
back didn't get out the way.
What else is the problem? You gotta get deeper.
Yeah.
You gotta get deeper. Yeah, you just gotta get deeper on that. That's all that is. Not bad. Not bad. Nice. Usually these are picks.
Yeah, but I did my drop thinking that forgetting that they were going I think it was like 12 yards because that's what we needed.
Mhm.
And so then I pump faked it because I thought they were gonna break and I was like, oh shoot, they're not breaking.
I got you. I got you. You wanted to keep that ball, didn't you?
Mm-mm.
All right. So what we got here is this. All right. So when we attack first we got to attack the line of scrimmage. Okay. So we attack the line of scrimmage. I'm gonna go slow here. As we attack the line of scrimmage, this is good right there. Now I wish we had something like a you, me, because if you pull it, you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I see it. Gosh, if you pull it, we're gone because they were. Yeah, you pull it, you're gone. That's. I mean, but we still got good medicine out of that. Got a
I
good.
think I didn't pull it because I saw the and he didn't do anything. He just stood straight up essentially.
Yeah, cape on a triple right. Nice, 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 nice. It would have been nice if you'd have tossed it there, but I hear you. I see you, big guy. Good job, man. Good job. So what do you think about this right here?
Probably could have pitched it for a touchdown, but I think we ended up scoring the next player
Yeah,
or after that.
this is not bad, man. This is not bad. Hey, that's a lot of man. You got that's a lot of dude. You got to pull. You got to pull that guy. Did you call your own player? You should have called your own play. I'd have called my own play. Hey, man, I'm taking this one. Good job. So tell me about this play here.
Just dive left. It's
Simple dive
essentially
left.
the Eagles like tush push, or it was supposed to be.
Yeah, not bad.
The two backs they're supposed to push him in.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we had that going on. Coach Keenan made a good little deal there. I like that. Caught the little tush push. I like that. That's cool.
Well, actually, I don't think we wedged it, so it might not have been that.
So tell me about this play right here. What what do you think?
What kept me from pulling it?
Yeah.
I saw I panicked and I saw the overhang, thinking like I just immediately looked at the overhang, thinking it was the end, and I gave it.
Okay, that's cool. Not bad. It's a good job. Good thing that you gave. You got 7 out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're generating yards there. Okay. Got toss out of there. Yep. There we go. We should score on toss. I don't know why we can't score on toss. We should score on toss. All right. So we got triple right. Bone out triple right. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice. Nice.
Probably
The
should have
only
turned up field a
Go
little
ahead.
more.
Huh?
I said I should have turned up field a little more.
Yeah, that was the only thing I was going to tell you. Good job. There you go. Also, carry out your fake. You know. Okay, what we got here? We got time.
This is timeout.
All right. All right, triple left. Oh, dude, did you try to keep this?
I don't think I did,
Oh, dude, you should have kept this, dog.
but I think a play I don't like is coming up.
You could have scored on this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we got the next one. Uh-oh. What's
Oh
this?
yeah, I don't like this one. I don't even. I remember I had the ball in the wrong hand and I was about to try and switch it to the other, and he just like wrapped all the way around the ball
I
as
know
I
this
was
guy.
switching.
All right, we will let that one go. We're gonna pass that one up. Okay. All right, here we go. So we can get back on it here. Okay. So you're a little frustrated, I could tell, probably like, hey man, I gave one up. Now I got to get it back. All right.
Mhm.
So what are you noticing?
From what?
What are you noticing that you think what you can do?
We could pass the ball to the inside dude, to the
Well,
second.
and you could also
Wherever
do
he
what
is.
with this ball? You could have kept this. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
So just know that the rule in this is, this is hard. This is hard for they've got to be accountable for everybody. So the rule in the flex bone, which is a really good offense, I think if you add a couple things to it, you'd be fine with it. But that's not my call. But when you do this here, so if you look at this here, your steps need to be a little bit more here. Because
Yeah.
what that's going to do is that's going to allow you to lean forward when you want to take that ball upward. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
That's only a little. That's just a little detail we got to work on. Okay. And
Okay.
now, see now that you're down there, you pull it. There's only one guy. It's between you. It's you and him. That's it.
Mhm.
And now this guy's got to either make a commitment to you. And if he makes a commitment to you, there goes this. And these are what option teams want. They want to have this right here. When they do option football, they want, hey, look, we got to put a guy in the popcorn in the bubble. And that's why this is hard to do, hard to stop it with this front, unless you have guys doing this, and then he does that. And now you've got two guys for the inside. See, so now you can do that, but a lot of people don't know how to run. They don't know how to stop the option. That's how you stop the option. One of you have to take outside, and one of you has to be dealing. And then, like these two are responsible for dive. This guy is responsible for pitch. He's responsible for veer. He's going to be responsible for anything here in the flat. That's how you have to do that. I like what they have, but they just don't know how to clean that up to help us get better, because now we got to get better at what we do. That's a good job right here. That's a lot of yards. That's mowing them down. Coach Keenan getting happy over there. I see. Big guy. What happened here? Oh, he fumbled the ball. Oh, I remember this. They tried to say it was you. I'm like, no. He had the ball. That guy had the ball. You're right.
Yeah, it was a miscommunication. He thought I was trying to pull it, but I was just trying to give it to him.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Nice cook. Okay, let's look at this. So tell me about this play here.
Bone out crash left, so we're attacking C gap.
Again, you know what I don't like?
The bad blocks.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, dude, come on, man. You hit him, and you go blast him, you go get him, and that guy's got to make the play in traffic. I mean, it's that simple. Look at that. We got to clean that up next year. People they have to not be afraid to have contact. Oh, dude, look at this right here. Look at this. If you fake that, turn around and fake that, one step, he's gone. Look at that. See it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whew. Good job, though. Here we go. We got 15 yards out of that. Good job. Crash right. Oh, nice. Nice ball. Nice ball. That's a good ball right here. Tell me about this ball here.
Uh, I think that's the first time I threw a passing touchdown that season.
Okay.
I don't really like my mechanics when I threw it because I kind of jumped when I threw it.
Okay.
Uh, Obviously, it ended up being a great play. Uh, yeah, I don't really have much to say about it
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think you got to do?
in terms of what.
The no jumping.
Um, I got to be more balanced.
There you
Keep
go.
my feet under me.
There you go. I like it. I like it. That's a good ball though. That's a great ball. That's a great ball. That guy wanted that touchdown. Did he spike that?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, who is that catching the ball?
That's Kylan.
Kylan, you're gonna get us fired, bro.
But I mean, that was his third, maybe fourth touchdown. His entire varsity career.
Wow.
I mean,
Ooh, dude, look at this. What happened here? What's going on here, man?
this was Eric just being Eric and finding the open spot.
Let me go back to that. I gotta see that again. I like
Because
this.
he was supposed to have a seam, but I knew that he likes to find the open spot, and that's what he did. He changed it into like a crossing route.
Yeah, yeah. I like that, Eric. I like that. He's the only one that can get away with that.
Right now, we could have ran seam right.
Oh yeah. You seen it? You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, oh, look at this backside here. You see it?
Yeah.
So this is what you got to do. So, but you don't know this. So you didn't see that guy coming in late though either.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't see that, and that's you know
I think it's later on in the season where I started like really trying to hit those,
yeah,
like
that's a
those
good
kind of throws.
that's a good ball though. Look at the kids getting excited. Look at that. Hey man, look at these guys getting excited for you. Let's go back to that. Look at that. They're getting excited, man. That's what I like to see on the sideline. So normally, okay. So let's do this here. Okay. Now that you know some R4 principles, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now it's not there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you found him, but now you know. Hey, look, I can hitch up and come back to this backside. But you hitched up and you went back to the front side, which is not bad. I mean, it completed it. But you know you can come back to that backside. Okay.
Yeah. I
But
think
also,
what I was doing was I read the post and then I hitched and threw the wheel.
yeah, not bad. Now this is hard. It's hard to run flood left and roll left. That's
Yeah,
hard.
this is the one he told me to do.
He told you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's
told me to throw it backside.
yeah. I remember that. That's it. But that's hard. That's a hard throw, man.
Yeah.
That's a hard throw, especially if you have nobody in the backside protecting your backside, dude.
What I
That's a
wanted
hard throw.
was that flat route to number 0.
Because I was like, look, this guy wide open, wide open. That's why I was like, what are we doing? But you said he said, oh, hey, look, if you said do that, I can't, you know. But I mean, that's hard. That's hard. That's a hard throw, bro. That's a hard throw. That's okay. Let him have that. Okay, we got bone out crash left here. Tell me about this here. Woo!
Just strong running.
Woo! Woo! That joker took off, didn't he? We need a replacement for him. Wow. Yeah, that's a great job.
That's a great block by the running back.
Yep. Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. Nice. Nice. Who is that? Ja'Cory?
Mm-hmm.
Ja'Cory run like a man possessed, man. He run like his hair's on fire. Nice job there. Good job, Bug. Good job, Bug, man. Coach Keen over here getting excited when this guy does his thing. Good job. Look at that offensive line blocking. Good job, man. That's a great job.
Yeah.
Great job. That's another one. Good
And that's
job.
why he can
That
touch it.
Cook,
Mm-hmm.
Cook caught fire, didn't he?
He did.
Good job. All right, here we go. So we got bone out, blast right. Why are we not getting more out of that? What's going on here? What's going on here, quarterback? You know what? It's your backside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your backside there. Yeah. So I don't got overcoach, but this guy, he should have took his he should use his left foot as a post, posted that foot and took his cheek, his right cheek, and stick it in that gap. That way he wouldn't have got there. Watch. Oops. Go back to that. Right. So he stood straight up with him. Look, that's straight up. You're losing that battle.
Mm-hmm.
See that? Look, he lost
Yeah.
that battle. See, because he stood straight up. And he was able to come up. Because if that guy doesn't touch him, he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone.
Coach Keenan has been working on Jay Bogue with that.
Yeah, if he stays on him, he's gone. See, it happened again. Look, same thing.
Yeah.
Same, different, same play. Okay, same play. Look, same play, same result. Too high. But this running back, what he should have did was he should have stuck his foot in the ground here and then jump cut back outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Look at this.
Yeah.
Watch. See that? Now just jump cut back outside. Oh man, God, dude. Man, whew, if I showed you my tape I had, you'd be like, oh, okay. Oh, nice. Okay. So what are we learning in all this?
Based off that play, if I carry out my fake, the play works better.
Yep. So this will help you. So one thing I can say about this offense is once you do get to once you get a chance to go to some other camps, you'll be able to see the benefit of play action pass. If they ever get a chance to do that, you'll be able to do that because you've been in an offense like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know. All right, so we're crashing left. Left C. Is it there?
No.
Why is it not there? Why is that play not? Because the running back didn't go there. Who's the running back?
That's Jaden Gray.
Jaden Gray?
Mm-hmm.
There's the hole, bud. Come on, Jay. He could have had tore his ACL. Yeah, rode that guy's back. All right, here we go. Triple left. Down the boundary. Good job. Did you want to keep that?
No, I didn't.
Good. That's a good call. That's a good call. That's a good job. That's a good job because now that guy's bending. So the advantage of this is when you get to the next level, okay, let me stop right there. This guy right here is not in a very good position to make a football play. Watch this. See, look at that. You see that?
Yeah.
Not in a good position. Your head's down. You're not going to make a play. Now, what this running back needs to do is get a little lower. Could have broke that tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's what you got to do. Get lower so you don't have to turn a knee. They call timeout, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they call timeout with the quickness. And you're like, come on, man, no huddle this thing. That was me. I was up there like, hey, no huddle that thing, coach. Hurry up. What are we waiting on? He's like, you're right, coach. Yeah, hurry up. No huddle that thing. I think we as a staff got better too.
Yeah.
We started trusting each other. Here we go. Dive left. Good job. Scored. All right. Go to this last series here, and I'll get you out of here. Nice job. Nice job there. Be nice if somebody if Jaden Gray block.
Yeah.
Would have been nice. Here we go. Oh, nice move. Nice move. Hey, dude, nice move. Hold on. Let me go back to that.
Yeah. I think that was my last play. Like my last play of me doing something or something big.
This is not bad. Man, look, dude, this is really good. I'm really proud of you on this. So watch this here. Let's go slow on this. There you go. Watch the decision. Nope. I want to know who this guy is. Who is this guy? Is that Cook?
Who? Yeah.
That's a great job, man. Look at this. That's a great job, man. And who's this?
That's Mel.
Mel? This is Mel?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, this is Mel.
Wait, and who is that? That might be Jaden Gray then. Let's see if I can see his number.
That is Jaden Gray.
Jaden Gray.
He should have cut.
Mm-hmm.
You could have pitched that and he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you could have pitched that and he's gone, but that's okay. You're like, hey man, you don't see. Look, he's not. His relationship is bad because he could have got here and could have been like, hey, toss that thing out there. And he's gone. Hey, he didn't want to be great. Look, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. He's happy for you. Doing the pee-pee dance. What? Who is that? Who is this?
Chris Cook. You can tell by his stance. Chris liked getting way down there.
Look at this joke. He said, man, don't get off me.
Pause.
This is outstanding. That's outstanding. That's outstanding. That guy, man. All right. So I would say this is something that's positive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, so against teams that you play, I'm going to go ahead and cut this. All right. So against teams that you know you're going to play that have better defenses, at least you now know, hey, what to anticipate, how to throw the triple pass right and wheel, or the triple pass right wheel, triple pass right wheel. And I like the fact that you have a receiver that knows, hey man, instead of running a seam, I'm going to go ahead and run it like a cross.
Yeah.
That helps you out, and hopefully you could talk about that to Coach Now. Say, Coach Now, can we add this to it because that separates, it puts that corner in that area over there, at least in the five. And when he's in your slot, he ends up going from 4 to 3, right?
Yeah.
Now that way you can say, Coach, if I could see 3 and 5, that's a lot easier for me, and that way you can be able to that I like that. I think we need to talk to him about that. Maybe I'll just bring it up to him tomorrow. Hey, look, when you do that triple pass right thing, can we make sure that the slot goes across instead of going up the seam? Because it's a lot easier throw, and he could cut it off early.
Yeah.
That makes sense to you?
Mhm.
Okay. Maybe you could talk with him too. Um, so what did you learn about yourself in that game? Now that I'm sure that you've gotten a lot better. I know you've gotten better, at least in terms of the passing the football, because you've been uh, advanced to go to the NFA dual thing. So that's a big deal. So obviously, some people they observed your film. You know how that works, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So um, I don't have anything to do with it. That's all them. They do that. I have nothing to do with that. Um, but that's good that they saw that, and you have a component of reading the option now that nobody knows about. So that's good. So that's going to make you a much more marketable player, and you're going to be able, because you're going to understand learning this here, and which I'm not going to do on video because I don't want this to get out there. I could teach you why what you're doing is better for you in the pro game, because you're going to know the passing game, but once you learn I shouldn't even say the program, the next level game that you have. I don't want to just skip college or anything like that. It's going to teach you how to how the blocking scheme works against teams that are good run scheme teams. The flex bone, wing T, all of those things, which I think, in my humble opinion, everything evolved out of the wing T. Okay, because these
Mhm.
down blocks and gap down and gap, all that stuff. So you're going to get it. You getting in this information here is critical in your development. So this would be good for you. Um, so my next question for you is, uh, as working with your personal trainer on the weekends, how's that benefited you?
Uh, Helps me understand the game more.
Okay.
Hopefully let things slow down.
Okay. So when your trainer's telling you how to, I guess when the game is slowing down for you, can you see now, when you watch film, can you see how slow it is now? You go, hey, look, what,
Yeah.
I could see this, I could have did this, I could do that. Are you seeing it now?
Mhm.
All right, so you do see the benefit. So remember when I used to ask you to watch, I'd ask you to watch these college games?
Yeah.
Okay. What did and I remember Texas is one of the games that I asked you to watch. When you watch those games, what did you learn? What is it that you learn about those games?
Um, I learned like what what I would need to be or what I would need to be able to do to get to that level.
Okay. Did you notice different types of the way the offensive coordinator or whoever's calling the plays, how they set plays up?
Yeah.
Did you see
They
that?
would, they would like run the same play but out of a different formation.
Yeah. Weird, huh? It
Mhm.
works. Okay. All right. So, and that's essentially the same thing you're doing here, but it's a little bit more uh,
Sim-
simpler than that. All right. All right, X. Well, I think we did pretty good this week, man. Let's see. Guess we'll talk tomorrow. Get tomorrow's Friday.
Mhm.
You got anything planned Friday?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay. We'll talk. I'll talk with you tomorrow. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me end this stream. End this here.